What's up, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. Hey, want to show you that Spinnaker watch that we gave you a sneak peek at. This is the second of a couple that I wanted to show you. This is the Fleuss diver watch, and this is in basically a black, and it kind of looks like a dark navy blue leather band. And I think it's kind of a water-resistant treated leather band, and so, you know, should be comfortable to wear, stylish, and yet, you know, actually usable for diving. Now, Henry Fleuss was the inventor of the scuba tank, and we kind of talked about that, noted for that. And so obviously Spinnaker, a ocean and marine oriented watch brand, you know, makes sense to hail Fleuss with this watch. 44 millimeters wide, looks like a traditional style diver watch, but what's really unique about this little bad boy is the acrylic bezel. So you can see here we have the bezel. All of this printing here is luminous, but then you have basically kind of like an acrylic, you know, fill on it. So it's really smooth and really nicely done, but you know, it's like looking in a little glass lens, which is pretty cool. Flat crystal there, sapphire I believe, and on the dial you can see it's a little bit textured. There's a little like pebbling to the dial, which is cool. And then obviously the Spinnaker logo and automatic and the depth rating right there, all kind of punched in, molded into the dial. So really cool. Spinnaker in chrome and white and blue there. 150 meter water resistant, so it has a screw down crown, so it's you can really use this for diving. Unidirectional bezel on it. Can't go this way, can go this way. See, nice solid clicks. Never had any problems with Spinnakers on that. And then, as you can see here, marked off for the first 15 minutes, so you can use it as a dive watch to match up to your second hand. Or your minute hand, I'm sorry, I always say second hand, I mean minute hand. Speaking of the second hand, we've got a little loom pip on it. As you can see, it's all kind of brushed stainless steel or aluminum, and what it looks like. And then you have loom, not only on all the hour markers, which are all applied, but the hands as well. So you get nice luminous glow in the dark here, so you can use it in low light. And it's kind of cool with the loom on the outer bezel too. It just really looks cool. Date window here at the 3 o'clock position, 26 is what's showing there, and it's a pretty good color match to the dial with a little frame in white around it. As you can see here, we have the Spinnaker Crown, slight knurling on it. You have this polished upper bezel with all these little grooves, and then a kind of a brushed lower case, little polish there on the chamfered edge, but kind of a standard, smooth, you know, traditional style case. But I like the contrast in finishes. So if we just unscrew it here, screw the crown. I think this is a Seiko automatic movement. It's an automatic movement, and let's see here. Okay, there, got it to pop out. So there's the automatic movement. You can see the Spinnaker lobe is black with Spinnaker on it, and I wouldn't swear on my mother's grave that it's a Seiko, but I think it is. SP-5056, and like I said, stainless steel, waterproof under 50 meters. So let's you can see you can set the time here, and now I'm winding the movement in the kind of that first position. Oh, and then it looks like there is a second position, and if I rotate it counterclockwise, I can change the date, which is cool. And then the last position is time adjustment. So go ahead, push it back in here, winding it up. I'll push it in and screw down that crown again. So there you get to see all of that. Now the other interesting thing about this, I think, is the band. I mean, that's a nice looking band. Everything up here is kind of traditional in that it's black with a gray dial, and it kind of looks like a, you know, pretty standard diver's watch. But this band, it kind of looks like and feels like suede. It's soft, it's really thick, probably 4 millimeters, but very pliable, very flexible, really comfortable to wear, and yet thick and robust. Spinnaker on the back there, and it's just kind of a cool color. I really kind of dig this. You know, it's it's a little unique, a little side stitching, so you get a little bit of kind of the new with the vintage look. I think 22 millimeter band here. Oh, and then Spinnaker on the buckle right there too. Let's just go ahead and throw it on here for a wrist shot. You know, especially before you've broken in these bands, they can be a little tough to manipulate, put them on and off when they're this thick, but you know, they break in quickly. And I will say that, man, the Spinnaker bands, even though they're big, they just are wicked comfortable right out of the box. And I say that having had some high-end watches with thick vintage leather bands that, man, were stiff. And so stiff that I would run them under warm water and kind of beat them up and kind of bend them up in my hand, and they still never kind of broke in a way that was just as comfortable as this is right out of the box. So I have about a 7.5-inch wrist. I think 44 millimeter watch is the perfect size. This is just a great watch, and that, you know, that stainless steel and black is just, man, it just looks great. It's kind of formal, it's traditional. I just really love it. This is a watch you could wear, and I think it just screams as a much more expensive watch than it really is. Now, this watch is about $290, and you can buy them. I'll put a link to it in the description from the Spinnaker website, the Fleuss watch. I think just overall great size, great look, and just something different, man. I just like that Spinnaker is still always working hard to come up with something new, and you know, and even honoring other parts of, you know, maritime history by you know, calling it Fleuss and, you know, Amalfi Coast and all the other things that they do. So pretty awesome. I definitely dig it. Now, if you are going to buy this, try using PVP30. That's a discount code that they've hooked up for our viewers that should get you 30% off, and I hope it works. I've used it in the past, but you know, 30% is a big discount. So type it in, PVP30, when you're buying from Spinnaker.com. But love it. Check out more. Peter Von Panda out.